did it yesterday. I mentioned watch Bitcoin at these levels. So first, it ran through the red line, the Monday session high liquidity. So no trigger there, obviously, did not break through, and then set up a short. Said same thing here. If it comes up to this level, it obviously broke through that. And then here it did. So we got the all-time high touch. We got this third path. There we go. So obviously not chasing down into this move, but we'll be watching for a retracement to be weaker than this. I would say if Bitcoin's going to go lower, it's probably going to flush down. It's going to have some kind of corrective bounce that doesn't get much higher than that. And then that's where you see the sell-off from, towards Monday's low. So if I were looking for a trade, to me that trade would be on Bitcoin, and that trade would be something like a corrective bounce back into no higher than this area. I don't think it should get as high as that if it's over, right? If this move is over and it's going to move back down to target some lower end liquidity, which it probably should be since it hit all-time high. It's usually a place that has hit the main liquidity, right? If it's not trending, if it's not going to break out and it's hit its main liquidity area, which would be the all-time high, then I would expect to see a weak bounce. You know, ideally you would want to bounce all the way back up to retest, but it shouldn't retest the all-time high to give a setup. And be looking at that, targeting Monday's low. We'll obviously just play that as it comes. It's not going to set up like this, so we'll wait and see what happens for BTC with this move. And I think that the first sign of it will be getting back below 120. So at the very least, a sweep of these highs. So if the all-time high is not going to get hit, I would expect at least the people who short here on this first pullback probably get hit. Or you see that same move and it does get the all-time high itself. I think either of those present better short opportunities down towards that 4,500 level, right? So from wherever that would be, obviously it could be here, it could be there. Like, we're not mapping that out perfectly yet, but I'd be having my eyes on this sweep of 47.93, so basically 4,800, or the all-time high itself. And again, not looking for shorts here because everything's super bearish, more so just because long opportunities don't really present. If I was wanting to get long ETH, I'd like to see probably a retest of 4,500 that holds. You know, there'd be a nice long opportunity down there if you see a strong reaction. If you see it sell off into 45 and holds up, and we haven't hit all-time high yet, that could be a dip that gets bought to push us up. Could be a nice long from there, potentially. And for Bitcoin, again, getting long here after it's hit the main liquidity wouldn't make sense to me. Getting long a bit lower for bounce around the monthly open or when the CME gap has been filled and price consolidates a little, I would prefer that. I would rather see Bitcoin maybe come down into some of these areas here, flush, have some retests, hold, and you could see a move back up. That would require it to make its way down to that level, which it might do fast, it might do slow, or it might not do at all. But I wouldn't really see too much that would interest me from the long side outside of maybe some scalps. But really, to me, it's either just wait for